Hey, yeah, what's up? The Disciple Marshall Currents back up in this, rain back up in this, anti-Illuminati all day, anti-telepathy all day, anti-America all day, and everybody with them, yeah. So, this video is going to be about America thinking they're like Rome. And they did this with this blood sport, psychological blood sport, playing games. The Illuminati group used this game as like some blood sport, some little pious up like they're above condescending game, and America played with it like it's wrong. Now this is the first thing I'm gonna say. First of all, you never really, to me, you never measured up to Rome ever in your whole existence. You have never been Rome in any kind of form of fashion. But these games, these blood sports, psychological games, show me that you think that you're Rome, because Rome had these the Colosseums and all the blood sports in the Colosseums. So they thought, they did that. It was a fact. It happened. It was done. People shed blood. They watched people die for entertainment. You're not that American. You're not even brutal or barbaric enough to even have that kind of community. So when you tried to do it, God didn't allow you to do it, and you got COVID-19. This is the whole reason. They tried to play a blood sport. They tried to be Rome. They tried to act like they're in Italy, and they died in the process. COVID is the death of America. They're number one in the whole world for having COVID-19. Boom. Okay? I think that's a death sentence. You're the number one in COVID? I think that's a death sentence. But you tried to play wrong. You tried to play a blood sport. You tried to play a psychological blood sport. And now that we established in my videos that the so-called Illuminati here is not really the Illuminati, and they're just Americans jacking this Adam Weishaupt group. They're just Americans. So these Americans try to make a blood sport. That's what they try to do. They tried to make a blood sport, and it backfired. It didn't work. The difference between you and Rome just did it and nothing happened. Rome had blood sport. People died and nothing happened. You tried to have a game in blood sport in your community, and it backfired and you got COVID. Sent right down the middle from the spiritual world. Sent right down the middle, just like a bowling alley, hitting the kingpin, hitting your whole community, hitting the leader, hitting everything. Hitting your leadership, hitting everything. Okay? Hitting everything big here. There's nothing you can do. See, what you forgot about, which a lot of other communities had respect for, was karma. And in other cultures, they would, I'm not saying it was right, but they wanted to know what the gods were saying. They wanted to know what the gods were saying about this, the gods were saying about this, that, and that's what you disregarded. You thought that you could just do what you wanted to do, and you disregarded, you had no regards you didn't care about acknowledging what God thought, and it backfired on you. Now, obviously, Rome didn't totally consult. They didn't consult the living God concerning the blood sports, obviously, because that's not what God would want any community to do. But I can say one thing: they lived it out. They watched people die in Colosseum. They sat there for entertainment and watched people get killed and all this, that, and the third. And that's exactly what America is trying to do now. They're not successful. They already lost. As far as my war goes with the Illuminati, I just want to say, I can't stress this enough. I've already had ex-military decree and declare that I am Victor, October 2019 to be exact. I'm just keeping 100 with you. So for the past 2 years, what you have in America, y'all don't know this, I know, a lot of people don't know. Military, they have trained, this is a veteran. He has trained eyes to see all things for what they are. And he decreed and declared that the battle was over. That leaves me as the victor. And right after that, October, 2019, I said? November, December, January, February. Less than four months later, y'all had COVID. Right after the ex-military veteran declared me as victor. So I've been basically victor all of 2020 and definitely all of 2021. So what you have is, I just want you guys to know, because this goes into the blood sport and all the stuff that people think they're doing. That's I've been victor for 2 years, 2 solid years. And what you have is people that are salty about that and just want to keep playing games. I'm not required to do that. I've already been declared by military. I don't need to worry. I'm not worried about anybody else, because whoever they have that is top notch has to be some type of military personnel. I've already been declared by a military person. So anybody that they got with them the highest level has to have some type of military intelligence or training and skills. And so there's really nothing basically above what has already been said. And they have to submit to that. Now they could be relentless, but I want you Americans to know that they're putting you in trouble. They're putting your life on the line. I'm good. I've already won. Y'all ain't getting COVID off your head. You know what I'm saying? And that's that. You know, they played with your society. I'm sorry that happened to you. They thought they could do Rome and make y'all feel like y'all was in Rome, like it's a home away from Rome, I guess. But they lost, man, in the process. You know what I'm saying? You don't play with God's people like that. Maybe because of the Christians in Rome and what they were doing, they got persecuted in Rome. You thought you could do that to me. But I'm also a prophet. See, you have to understand something. All prophets are Christians, but all Christians are not bona fide prophets. So worldly people don't understand Christian prophets. The closest thing they understand to a prophet is Nostradamus, people of the likeness of that, but they don't understand Christian prophets. They don't even acknowledge them, honestly. And we're one of the we're basically at the top of the food chain as far as human beings go. We're at the top of the food chain. Playing with us is not just playing with a Christian. Playing with a prophet can end your whole country and nation without one weapon being drawn. I look at it. Look at what's going on. But I make sure people know when I step outside, I'm about this life, bruh. I don't care how you can think I'm crazy. You don't have to pull people off of me. I'm not at the end of my rope. I'm not going crazy. I'm letting you know I'm going to be respected. That's it. I'm going to be respected. And I'm gonna if I have to come out here and come back and go back outside till I feel good and feel like I'm going in respected, that's what's gonna happen. That's what I do. I'm about this life. Like, you could think I'm crazy. Hey, my friends were killers, real killers. You probably think they're crazy too. But it all makes sense when you have crazy people out in the world. You got your weapons. Yeah, that's right. Letting you know. Any games, don't even come near me. You know what I'm saying? I prefer, people want to speak, I don't know you, I kind of keep that New York mentality right now. I don't really speak to people right now. You know what I'm saying? That's not, I don't trust anybody, so, it's not that I'm not friendly. I could be the friendliest person in the world, but I don't trust people when they line it up with my timing and you in my path. The timing is too perfect. You're dealing with somebody that's militant minded. If your timing is too perfect, I'm militant minded. If your timing is too perfect, then I feel that you're intentionally in my path. Boom. And I don't play that at all. At all. I don't care what your intentions are. If you're a nice person, if you just want to be cordial with me, then just be a man or woman and be direct with you trying to be cordial with me. But don't stand intentionally in my path and intentionally try to step in and try to be a stumbling block in my way, because then my instinct kick in to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? That's that simple. I don't need parades, some parade around me with people holding the kids up on their shoulders. That's not this kind of situation. Okay? This is not a parade. These corny Americans are acting like this is a parade, and it's not. I'm not playing no games, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm after my bag and I'm after my respect. Bottom line. And if I come off like a jerk, hey, I'm sorry. They're doing way worse than coming off like a jerk. Okay? Your American community is doing way worse than coming off like a jerk. But better believe that. Okay? So, Rome did the blood sports and all of that. Basically got away with it. America tried to do the blood sports and it didn't work. Okay? And here's the thing, for all you people that say, well, I didn't have nothing to do with it. Okay, let me explain something to you. If you are in the arena, let's just say you was in Rome. If you are in the arena of a Coliseum in Rome and you're watching a blood sport, let's say it's illegal. When the authorities come, they taking everybody to jail. You think they're gonna just go onto the field of this Coliseum or arena and say, we're just taking them to jail and just leave the audience sitting there? The audience just gets to go away without any charges. It doesn't work like that. You're guilty. You're basically an accessory to the situation. I'm sorry, And if an innocent person was harmed, then innocent people are going to be harmed in America. This explains why you see innocent men, women, and children being harmed, because someone was harmed in the process of whatever the foolishness that they were doing out here in America. So what do you think that's going to bring back? That's a seed. That seed is going to grow what's been put out. That's what it does. That's where we get the term, you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. You sow doing evil to an innocent person, then guess what? You're going to get evil done to your innocent people. This is how this works, folks. We don't get to pick and choose our karmas. The Bible says God is not mocked. God, not me. God. God wants to take care of it. I know it's hard for you to believe that God wants to take care of America. I know it's hard, but that's where we are in this situation. God is not mocked, the Bible says. Whatsoever a man soweth, a man meaning human being, any human being, thug, mafia, gangs, Illuminati, whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he, police too. Anything that they sow, whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. That shall he reap. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. So If you sow evil against an innocent person, then that's what's going to happen to you. Evil is going to come against your evil people, against your innocent people. It says, whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. The exact thing. That's what he's going to reap. You play with innocent people, baby's going to die. You use children in war. You use children to try to test people and play games and operations with people, then that is what you're going to reap. Harmed children because you use children to harm somebody. This is how the universe is set up, folks. The universe, karma is the system that God made. You reap what you sow. That's how the Bible puts it. It doesn't say karma. It says you reap what you sow. It's the system that is made, that God made to make sure that man gets what he deserves. We can't trust. I can't trust police. People like me can't trust police. They're on their side. They're playing games right along with them. So how is justice served? God makes sure, according to his word, every man reaps. He pulls in what he put out. Because you can't trust the police. You can't trust the government. You can't trust Americans. I don't trust none of these people to bring me the justice I deserve. Okay? I don't trust them to do that. I trust in God for that. Because they want a show. They're losers. They want entertainment. They're losers. They want something to do with their pathetic lives while COVID is going on and they're quarantining. While they're quarantining, they're trying to use me as entertainment. That's why you got Omicron on your head. I don't have any compassion for you. I don't have any compassion for people that play games. I don't have compassion for people that play games. I'm a warrior. So when I go to war, you think I'm thinking about compassion? I'm at war, bruh. I'm not playing no games with these people. I'm sorry. You should have communicated. You should have communicated what your motives was, and you didn't think it mattered for you to communicate to me. And now you see that it do. Yeah, you need to come holler at me. Yeah, you need to holler at me, bruh. And if you don't, and you think I don't know what's going on, then I'm just attack. I'm attack blatantly like I need to. I'm attack blatantly. That's right. All these people knowing everything and playing a game and using, the community and using America as some arena to play some blood sport, psychological war game, some psychological blood sport, then what am I supposed to do? I'm going to take care of it all. I'm going to ask God to take care of it all. That's what I'm supposed to do. What I'm supposed to take care of half? I'm supposed to take care of half of it. No, you covering everybody who even knows something. Hey, you should have, hey, I don't know. Maybe you should have went to somebody and tried to do something about it. I'm sorry. And if you couldn't do that, then I'm sorry. You're just an innocent person in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sorry. It happens all the time. It's been happening in history all the time. You're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm sorry. That's the best way I could put it. For all you people that's dying, if you couldn't do nothing to talk to certain peoples and you couldn't do nothing to provoke justice against the people that want to play a psychological blood sport game, if you could not do anything in that way, then I'm sorry. You're just a person that is just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm sorry. It happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of war. It's unfortunate. But, you can't try to reason. You can't try to reason what we're doing when you're not trying to reason with what they're doing. You're not reasoning, asking them what they're doing with children, playing games. You're not reasoning, asking them what they're doing with their community, playing games. Because if I don't know you, that's how I want to keep it. Until me and you meet face to face. If you know me and you're playing games around my life, then I have no compassion concerning that. I don't care about your community. I don't care if it survives. when they have did so much evil to the Native Americans and so many other people? Why should I care if they survive? I'm not that type of American. I'm the type of American that looks at the assassinations that happen in this country, that looks at the genocide of the Native Americans. That's what I look at. That's the type of American I am. So in my view, they basically had this coming. I mean, this happening, look how many people died from the genocide of Native Americans. Look how many African slaves died. And now y'all acting like some mystery, some great thing is happening. I'm sorry, man. I mean, hey, it is what it is. It's not the first time bloodshed basically happened in America. You had genocide of the Native Americans. You had Africans that were killed. You had just all foolishness that came from Americans. And now they're acting like something is, like they can't die too. No, I'm sorry. It's just maybe it's your time to die. I mean, it's not like you haven't assassinated people. It's not like you have not killed countless amounts of Native Americans. The Trail of Tears, all of that going on. The Trail of Tears and all of that. That's like one of the worst things that and just the overall treatment of Native Americans, it's just been crazy. So for you to die means nothing to me. I mean, you've killed Native Americans, you killed Africans. This is why people feel the way they feel. You're not an innocent person. You're not innocent. You tried to play this wrong style game, this corny cornball stuff, and it backfired like a big hoopty. It backfired like some big hoopty. Now you're looking around looking stupid, want somebody to recover your country. No, you want somebody you don't want a king, you don't want a president, you want someone to clean up your country. That's what you want. It's a difference. It's a big difference. Yeah, you in trouble, and now you want somebody to clean it up. I'm not that person. I promise you I'm not that person. I promise you, I'd rather leave this country before I ever serve with you. And that's what you need to basically know. Me and you are not on good terms. You could act like a crazy person. You can act like I live my life like this. I'm going to live like this until the end. That's what you got to know. You can't change me. I'm a grown man. And grown men get set in their ways. And I'm not saying it ain't always wrong either. It ain't always wrong for men to be set in their ways. Sometimes it's right. And much as you have done to this society, and much as you have done to the people that really was here before you, hey man, I mean, you kind of had it coming. I mean, it's long overdue. Some would say that. The Native Americans would. You think they want you to come out of COVID? You think all the Native Americans they're looking at it like, hey, this is the evil that finally should have happened to them. Everybody ain't all on the bandwagon of trying to get this country back together and back to normal, bruh. I mean, it's a lot of people that's of African descent that just feel that, hey, back to normal to them is getting beat up, destroyed, beat down by the police. I mean, look at that person that got shot on New Year's Eve while he was shooting his guns up in the air. That's crazy. Man, I believe that was staged, man. That's just crazy, bro. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So for it just happened to be black. Wasn't no white people. You know how these white people got all their guns too. Okay, so I mean, everybody doesn't. A lot of people, I'm not suicidal. They're not suicidal, but they just don't care. They just don't care if this gets back to normal. This is white people's Disneyland. This is Mickey Mouse land for white people. You're never going to eat all the fruit of freedom and peace here in America if you're not white. You're going to still have people want it. You can have all the money in the world. They just see your face. You might have a problem. Police and everything in between. Racist, white people. So, I mean, basically, look at it for what it is. You're not innocent. There's enough history, bad history, real bad history, here in America for you to say, hey, maybe this is, for us to conclude that, hey, maybe you're reaping what you sowed. Babies and all. You got African American babies that was lost in slavery. Look at the Native American babies and how they were treated. Boom. That part. That pissard. Look at how the Native American babies were treated in America. You think it was just big, fully grown Native Americans that suffered with this genocide that happened here in America against the Native Americans? You think it was just fully grown people? The Native American babies suffered through the genocide that America put on them. There were babies there. You think they just waltzed out of the situation and they just lived on their own and built teepees? Babies built teepees and had powwows? Come on, use your brain. There was children there. And now you think something strange happening to you and people wanting something to happen to you is strange as well. You harmed a lot of people and a lot of babies along the way. So for your babies to suffer, it ain't far-fetched from what you deserve. I'm just saying. Okay, you tried to play Rome, and like I said, this blood sport and everything, if you're in the arena watching this, if the authorities came and it was a real blood sport, like I said, the Colosseum in Rome, everybody would go to jail. So everybody is having to suffer that's in this arena watching what's going on. Everybody. You think you're going to just walk away and you were sitting there watching it? That's what I'm trying to say, that part. You're not just going to you're not going to walk away and you're sitting there and know about this and been watching it. Sorry.